What up, guys? Yeah, today we've got another Oktoberfest beer. This time around, we're going with Breckenridge Brewery's Oktoberfest Marzen. It's part of their Mountain series. Not sure what that is, but it's what it's part of. And we're just kind of coming down on the last bits of these Oktoberfest beers. I have 3 left, including this one. And dogs are already chewing toys. But I'm going to pour this one out. It's pouring a little thicker than a good portion of the others that I've had. This is a 6% ABV, which is about average. It's on the high end of average. But let's look at that going. Looks nice. Has some decent carbonation, not too bad. But, all right, let's get in the review and get into the smell. All right, you can definitely pick it up. It definitely has that toasted maltiness to it that you're probably looking for if you just want, like, your standard Oktoberfest beer. A little, like kind of a rich nuttiness to it. Not very sweet. I think we're looking more at just kind of a more roasted maltiness than sweetness to it. If we're for a beer. It smells like what you'd want just your Oktoberfest beer to smell like. If you're ordering something from a local place, this is probably what you want it to, for the most part, smell like. So I'm going to recommend it on aroma. Let's get into the taste. Dog's just hanging out. There is an interesting... All right, so you get some of that initial roasted maltiness to it, but there is a sweetness to it, and it's interesting. It's almost more fruity sweetness, like a strawberry almost. Like you pulled a wild grown berry of some sort. We'll just say strawberry, and there's almost like a little bit of that in there. No toys. Come on, guys. But yeah, there's like a cream, a subtly creamy sweetness to it. It's like tucked in under the maltness. So you get that kind of smokiness on the top, and the maltiness isn't over the top. It isn't like bombarding you. It's not super heavy. It's there, which is what you want for an Oktoberfest beer, but it's not extremely overpowering. I think the level's pretty good, and there's just under that smokiness, right in the middle of my tongue, I'm getting this kind of, I almost want to say like a creamsicle kind of thing. It's subtle, but it's there. And the only beer I've had in the last month is Oktoberfest beer. I have had nothing else. So there's a bit of an unusualness to it that I kind of dig. I like that there's something that's a little different that you can be like, yes, okay, that is a Breckenridge Oktoberfest. Yes, definitely. And so... And so I like it. I definitely like it. I think that whatever the almost like floral fruitiness, whatever it is, that's just underneath the top, I think that really works well with that maltiness. So then it's not maltiness on its own can get really like overbearing for me for sometimes, and so I like the additional, like whatever it is they got going on underneath it. I really like that, so I'm going to recommend it on taste. I really like it. It's different without being too different. You know, you still got to follow that kind of Oktoberfest spectrum. You got kind of a box you got to stay in a little bit. But so yes, I will recommend it on taste. And all right, next category is value for price. And yeah, there's this fit right into that sweet spot of like $2.25. Pretty much all the beers I've had outside of 2 have been under $3 for where I live, and can't really go wrong with that. So I will recommend it on value for price. It's fair. You see it, it's not gonna be, you're not breaking the bank, getting 1 or a 6-pack, whatever. So absolutely pick it up. It's a good price. Toasty malt character with clean dry finish. I guess it does have a dry finish. All right, next category is distinction, and yes, this is very not very. It is definitely distinct enough to set itself apart from a lot of the other Oktoberfest beers. I've had so many at this point where a lot of them just start to kind of like blend together. They kind of just they mesh, and it's hard to tell one from another. There's a couple that's like they're different enough where you can be like, okay, yeah, pick that one, pick that one, pick that one. There's like some that has more of a pilsnery, lighterness to it. Others, there's more of almost a wheat aspect to it. This one has that like subtle sweetness element that's different. A lot of the sweetness from most of the Oktoberfest beers I've had so far comes from it's like a molasses, like a heavier sweetness. Speaking of molasses, do people still make gingerbread cookies? Is that still a thing? I think I had gingerbread cookies once when I was a kid, and I was like, hold on, this is not regular sugar. This is molasses. Like this is not a sugar cookie. So I was never a huge fan growing up. But I don't think I've seen really gingerbread cookies or gingerbread men with the molasses. So anyways, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so the distinction, yes, it is definitely different enough from the vast majority of Oktoberfest beers I've had, and it's different in a good way while still maintaining that Oktoberfest like level of taste and mouthfeel and everything to it. So I will recommend it for that. I think it goes very, very well with that kind of thing. I mean, it just stands out in a good way. All right, next category is drinkability, and honestly, for a 6% beer, I think it drinks very nice. It does. Some of the beers leave you with that toasted maltiness, like clinging to your tongue as you're swallowing it, like it doesn't want to go down. This one ends nicely. It is absolutely correct when it says a clean finish. It doesn't like end. It's more of like you have a nice liquidy. It kind of like it fades out. Like the music slowly fades out. That's kind of what the taste does with this. You get it, and then by the time you swallow it, and like a few seconds later, you're back to normal. So it's easy if like you're eating something. It's not going to fight with whatever you're eating. Like the flavor is not going to like be combative. It'll be real nice. I think this is a real nice fall beer, especially if you start like grilling outside. I can see this being like a nice beer to have for Thanksgiving. I think it'd go well with Thanksgiving dinner. A little heavier at 6%, but still, I think it is a very drinkable 6% Oktoberfest beer. So I will recommend it on drinkability. Last category is would I buy it again? And I think I would. I really would. I think this is right up there with my favorite Oktoberfest beers so far. It's one of my, especially for the American-made ones. It's smoother, but it's got all the elements of Oktoberfest beer that you want, and there's still enough difference in it that makes it separates itself from the other Oktoberfest beers that you have. And I really like this one. I'm kind of disappointed I didn't find it until like this week, which is, we're like 5 days from October. So, but yes, I will recommend it. It's definitely right up there towards the top so far. And if you guys find it at the store, it's only a couple bucks, I'd say pick it up. I don't know what Breckenridge Brewery find Colorado ales. I don't know what the distribution is like. I got the Secret Brew link down in the stuff below, so check that out. It's a great website to use to find out if a beer is available in your state. I find that a lot of times if you go to the websites of these places, they'll have like the find a beer thing, and then you have to like look by zip code, and it kind of like I just want to know first, is it available in my state? Just tell me that yes or no. So that's what that website does. And so if this is available where you're at, I say absolutely check it out. I think this is a great Oktoberfest beer. I'm a big fan. And so yes, I'm going to recommend it for that. And I believe I recommend it for every single one. That means it gets the official Two Dudes stamp of approval. And I think this is like one of 3. I might have done 4. 3, possibly 4 Oktoberfest beers that I have given the official stamp of approval on since I started, and we'll end up with about 25. So, which means there's probably a good chance that this ends up in my recommended Oktoberfest beers when I conclude the whole series. But what do you think? Have you had the Breckenridge Brewery's Oktoberfest Marzen Lager? So let me know in the comments. Do you have a favorite thus far? And again, we're winding down. After this beer, I got 2 left. So it should, that's it. I feel like if basically Oktoberfest, if October hits and you haven't gotten me your Oktoberfest beer yet, it's just too late for you. Like, I'm sorry. Of course, I feel like the beer places in my state aren't buying as many. I'm a little disappointed with the selection. But anyways, yeah, that's it. That's it for the review. So for myself and for Breckenridge Brewery's Oktoberfest Marzen Lager, take it easy.